Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Misery. Now, in the last part, we encountered our first of many, hopefully, scary bunkers. Now, if you see here, we have 24 shinings under our belt. And after the 20th, that is when we encounter the underground spooky bunker filled with horrors beyond our comprehension, creatures that do not spawn on the surface. Now you'll see here, I've got all sorts of kit from before. Presumably, not presumably, definitely gearing up for a bunker trip. We're gonna run down to Sears's. And within Sears's, bizarre. Yeah, okay. We're gonna run down to Sears's and sell this Mosin rifle. Very good. Very good. 46 rubles now. We're gonna leave this for future us to find. Alright, and then we're going to head out on expedition. We've got a hazmat suit on. It should be okay for the time being. You know, honestly, we can run back and I'll see you in a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and equipped with our Spetsnaz uniform. We're going to punch out and see what the zone holds for us. In the last part, I remember I was attempting to get back down into the bunker, and it just didn't work out like that, which is alright. I see a deer moving to the north there, with a large radar on the right. Suppose we go there first. Ah, Christ. Oh, they update the... It seems like they may have updated the damage model. Where is the plague? There it is. I can't see the, There we go. I was gonna say the flashlight's not the best. Oh, they've added a Mandarin. Did we see that in the last part? I'm having vague memories of seeing that, but perhaps not. It does seem... Oh, looks like loot may have got different... Like, loot dispersion tables may have been fixed. As well as damage models. Which, let me tell you, I am super duper thrilled if that is the case. Because some of the damage was a little ridiculous. Shooting an individual in the head at point-blank range with the Mosin chambered in 7.62x54R, and doing no damage is just a bit too cartoony for my taste. But you saw there we fired on them with our AK-74 chambered in 5.45. And one shot to the head seemed to do the trick. So perhaps we have gotten some realism. Just a small, tiny bit of realism for quality of life here in Misery. I remember in the last part we were trying to gear up because I realized how severely and hilariously unprepared we were. In the event of a death, I had been playing this like, you know, you weren't going to die, or like the threat of death was no longer present, and it is beyond present, especially in the bunker. Now I know that, especially with the landmine. When was this added? Bizarre. Okay, Huh, okay, we have a landmine now. Very cool. You know, honestly, that would come in handy in the bunker, as well as fighting the twins. Or even the crawfish, frankly. They are all... Oh, this garage is overflowed with the spiker anomaly. Apparently, there's another anomaly here as well. Now, they've added a new anomaly to the zone. I did not read the change log, but I did see a new update was added. Perhaps we've got some cool new things to find. I'm gonna try to sneak over here and grab this radio and the drill. We do not need another generator. Oops. Oh my god. Look at this. Alright, moving along here. I suppose we go to Sears's, sell our wares. We are pretty full up. And perhaps do some base maintenance or something. I do want to step over here by the helicopters and see if there is anything to be seen. Seems like a camp over here. Perhaps a vehicle graveyard. Yes, it is a vehicle graveyard. As well as garages up ahead. More shooters. I really don't want to waste the ammunition on them. As a matter of fact, I am going to drop... I'm going to drop that ammunition for the gasoline. It'll fetch a better price. We still can't sell all the items that we come across on our expeditions. Which is not necessarily my favorite component of Misery, but nonetheless. Okay, back here at Sears's. We'll stop at the dealer first. Sell our Caparis. Oh, yes. Radio, game bricks, drill, gasoline. We could go ahead and sell the rest. The rest of our scrap. I think we're going to do that. Alright, and with our new resources, we should... I'm going to buy one anti-rad. Let's see, I think it's 95 for a pack of 545. No, it's just 90. Okay, perfect. Very good, very good. Alright, so we'll get this loaded up. Still have our 4 primary magazines. We also have these rubles. That's all we have. Unfortunate. Okay, so we draw... No. We take these back. So, with Misery, we have gotten to that point where there's still much to be done, but I might start slowing down on Misery the same way that I'm going to start slowing down with Bostic. I absolutely love Bostic. I absolutely love Misery. And like I said, I understand that there is still much to be done. But until we get some larger updates, new areas, etc., I think it would be wise for us to take a step back so that we may play other titles. Right? This makes sense. Misery has loads of content, but that content is kind of jammed into the 20-day evolution. Like, once you get the bunkers and figure the bunkers out, I don't really know what's coming next, right? It seems it seems like the gameplay loop kind of stops at this point. And I could be wrong, and if you have an opinion on that, please let me know what you think. And if that is the wrong opinion or stance to take. But you know, there are no new biomes after this. There are no new threats necessarily. We've encountered the threats within the bunkers. You know, until there's another major update, this is probably going to get pushed back onto more of a 2-week style scale, instead of the weekly upload that I've been shooting for with it. Unless, and like I said, unless there's just an overwhelming, you know, hell no from everybody in the comments, then that is the course of action I'm going to take for the channel as a whole. I have so many magazines, so much stuff. I need to get organized. I am so unorganized right now. I really would like to take a day, or you know, an entire day's worth of time, and complete some organized, or do nothing but organizing. Man, all sorts of stuff. I'll take that back, please. Okay. Yeah, perhaps this is the time. Honestly, I'm gonna keep you guys around this time for our organization. What did we do here? What was the last thing we did? This is powered on. Gunpowder, iron, and scrap to make 15 rounds. I remember here. Oh, this is fantastic. This is totally full up. That cable's just a little tad bit wonky. That's not where I meant to do that. I definitely did this at night, didn't I? Iron bars, scrap, electronics, sewing kit. See, the whole thing is we were trying to get the material to make this exoskeleton, which presumably, yeah, exactly, high carry weight and good protection from radiation. We were not even remotely prepared for the horrors of these bunkers. They have such deadly radiation that, you know, even wearing the rat wolf hide, the radiation suit, a gas mask, it's just not enough to keep us safe. We have to constantly pop anti-rad and like try to find the pockets. But it's difficult because you don't know where the pockets are gonna crop up or end. Seems like entire rooms contained within the bunkers are just filled with radiation. I don't know if they scaled that down or up or whatever. Hopefully they did something to balance it, because it did seem a wee bit difficult. Not even like, you know, fun difficult. It seemed unfair. You know, to have the resources that we're provided with, these hazmat suits and the anti-rads and whatnot that we can purchase that are available in the world, it didn't seem like we could use them effectively. But for the time being, let's run back out into the world and see what we can find. Well, it's going to organize. I don't really have sometimes in these episodes I normally have something like planned, some idea of what I want to do. This time around, I don't. I do want to do some artifact hunting since we've got this back. But yeah, I've oh, perfect. Well, hello. Hopefully Nevelyaska. I miss Nevelyaska quite a lot. There it is. GP5 filter. Very good. One thing I don't love about the detector is that we have to unequip it and re-equip it in order for it to reset itself after finding an artifact. What does this do for us? Draws radiation through the skin, leaving chemical burns that heal slowly. Yes. We need to find some artifacts that provide greater radiation protection, not at the expense of our health. I believe Nebelyaska was one of those. Nebelyaska. Oh, hello! Calculator. Well, calculator is Pizdietz. No good. Calculator is no good for us and our goals. Ah, Christ. Okay. Well, it was fun while it lasted. We did get 2 artifacts out of this, which is always good. I like that. I like that they sell for a standard rate. Part of me likes that they sell for a standard rate. Part of me wishes that they sold based on their value and effectiveness. Yeah, because they all sell for 50 rubles. Let's go take our red rubles over here. And no, we're not going to do that. Do we have time to make it before the shining strikes? This is kind of a bad idea. I don't recommend doing what I just did. Ah, very good. We made it anyways. So no harm, no foul, but unwise indeed, unwise. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all this, all these things for the bunker, and I'm going to place this box by the front. And that'll be our, I'm also going to take this, antidepressants. I'm going to take all of this with us. I'll show you why. I'll show you why here shortly. Yes, very good. Very good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that box, we're going to place it by the front door, so we constantly have a bunker kit waiting for us, and we can just switch out our kits as needed. The winter is beautiful here. I really do like it. I'm excited to see what happens when the seasons change. Yeah, like here, we don't need a bunker kit. Let me go back through. We'll place this out here, though, if we can. Is it not going to allow us? I have to place it out here. Okay. Alright, that's no problem. So we'll put all of this in here. Like so. Very good, very good. Alright. So we'll always have a kit ready close by the front door so we don't have to run back and forth to the bunker. I should have done that sooner. I have not gotten around to it. What the hell is this? Is this the kitty camp? No, it does not. Ooh, this looks dangerous. Very cool. I know that they added a new... biome. They added new locations within the pre-existing biomes. Perhaps Perhaps there is cool stuff to be found. Look at this. Holy cow. Oh, God. For the love of God. Jump. Yes. Huh. What is that over there? Is this... we don't need a sledgehammer. I'm not going to fall into that trap. Is that a... is that part of the destroyed apartments? Sprats? Cola? No pickles. No bandages. Champagne. Champagne is very good for us in this, from what I remember. How's our axe doing? We're low on axe, for sure. Ooh, yes, I love when they leave their aubres within their garages. I love that quite a lot. We'll take it off your hands, no problem. Not the problem. Ah, yes, the humble axe. We needed one of those. Moving right along here. I like this area. This is very cool. I like these garage. Oh, no! You're not going to get. Not going to play me for a fool. No. I've been playing far too much Operator for that nonsense. And Vostok, and... what else have I been playing? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm going to make this announcement in another video as well. So, like I said, we're trying to figure out... Ooh, rice. Yes, please. Yes. Take that. We're trying to figure out our niche in the world, right? And, we're also trying to get new content out there as quickly as humanly possible. You know, I upload at least one video per day, right? And with my current schedule, that works perfectly. No change. You're not going to see any change there. I have been adding, on occasion, a second video. Like if I release an Operator video and I've got one that doesn't have a voiceover to it, I'll release those together. But, what was I going for here? What the hell was I talking about? Okay, I remember. So, I started a playthrough of The Long Dark on the channel. And there's... The first episode has come out. There is nothing down here for us, unfortunately. Let us move along and see what we can see over here. Ooh. Zombies patrol this area. Oh, there's... speaking of... Yes. Alright, so... I started a playthrough of The Long Dark. It didn't gain a ton of traction compared to our other things, but that's not the reason why I'm discontinuing it. I have other things that I really want to play in place of that. So I'm going to start a look outside playthrough in place of that, oh my god, blood packs. What the hell? Wow. Okay, okay, I think that's a crawfish. That scared the life out of me. Did you hear those little pitter-patters? Anyways, so The Long Dark, I do personally like the game, but it's just not fitting exactly how I wanted it to into my schedule. So I'm going to put the kibosh on that for now. Oh, that's a... I'm extremely confused as to what just happened. Let's gear up quickly. What the hell just happened? Oh, God. Yeah, so the long dark is going to take... I'm awfully confused as to what happened. We didn't hear a plane, so it wasn't a bombing run that killed us. I wonder if perhaps they have added, I don't know, maybe the zombies can throw grenades now? Or perhaps it was an IED? I don't know, but I don't... I'm rather confused as to what the hell just happened. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Alright, we're fine. Everything's fine. Hey, you are probably just as confused as I am. We died. We died to an explosion. Strangely enough, I don't know what kind of explosion. I don't know what killed us, but it killed us instantly. There was no warning, no build-up, just instant death. Something was over here fighting this zombie, and I was having a very difficult time explaining what's going on with the channel. Alright, so there is a rat wolf present. I think... No. Okay, I thought that was a landmine. That is just a rock. We do need to be watching our footing, though, moving forward. I think there is some... I think there's some goofy nonsense going on, and I'm not quite here for it. There's definitely a rat wolf behind this store here. We're going to avoid that, like the plague. Okay. Does not seem like there is a artifact to be had here. So what we're going to do is leave this godforsaken area and head over here to the area we have yet to explore. And then I'm going to tell you what I was trying to tell you earlier when Cat got my tongue. We started a playthrough of The Long Dark. The Long Dark is a survival game that takes place in northern Canada, where you play as a character. Well, they have a story mode, and then they have the survival mode, which came first, and that's what I enjoy playing. I haven't played it in a long time. I started playing it in my free time. Yada yada yada. You play it as an individual that's plane has crashed due to this geomagnetic storm. I'm taking a lot of reds. That has suddenly befallen, presumably, the world. Now, it's like it's definitely a quiet apocalypse style game. It's a lot of fun. You know, there's no cartoony elements. You know, it's you versus the cold. You know, how long can you survive? Survive this hellish frozen landscape. You know, there's no people. The only evidence are frozen corpses you find. Yada yada yada. Well, I started a playthrough, and I have decided, which I've never done this before, but just how... Oh, Christ, okay. Just how it's going to have to be. I have decided to stop said playthrough for the time being and replace it with something else. And it's not because it didn't have like a good amount of traction or whatever. It's just... It's not, the time slot could be more effectively used for something else, and that's what I'm going to do. So you'll see The Long Dark later on, but if anyone's curious and wondering, like, oh, why isn't he posting The Long Dark Part 2? It's been forever. I'll address that in the comments if it comes up, but I'm just letting you all know that is why. It has been put on the back burner for the time being. But we have several games right now that are... I'm going to go ahead and drop this, stick this here, pick this up. We have several games right now that are, unfortunately, having to take a back seat. Misery's gonna stop getting as much attention, unless there are more updates and whatnot, because I need to consistently be, putting out content. I have a schedule in place that works about... I schedule a month in advance for recording, right? But if you look at how I schedule, how I take my notes and stuff, it's scheduled about 2 months in advance, realistically. So I have a big pool of games that I want to play, or games that I have in mind, right? And then it's... once I start a series, I have to see that series to completion, unless... regardless of if I do, once every 2 weeks or once a week, yada yada. Like, I took about a 2.5 week break from The Evil Within when we were playing through that. And we just recently finished that. But for the most part, things are scheduled, like concrete scheduled, about a month in advance. Right? And I really don't like, once I have set the schedule... I don't want to pick up that table. Once I've set that schedule, I don't like to break it very often. Now, sometimes you just have to do what you got to do. Sewing kit would be very nice. Very good, very good. But, it's... The big thing for me is, I don't want things to become just placeholders. And there's plenty more for us to do in Misery. Don't get me wrong, there is still plenty for us to do moving forward. But it's not, like the things to do are not... I don't know, there's going to be a lot of exploring the base mechanics, and then trying to conquer one of these bunkers in full, trying to build this exoskeleton. It's just not enough content to warrant me keeping it in the rotation, like the weekly rotation. And the same with Vostok, where we have been back and forth to Vostok numerous times. Now I'm really just hunting for weapon parts, right? Which, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just not enough when I have all this other stuff that can fill those time slots, or I can skip a week, and that gives me, a new open slot for me to, push new content. Because we're still waiting for, some, like, we have, here on the channel, we have things that people like to watch, right? And there are things that, I drop something new, and don't really expect it to do super well. I mean, like, really well for us. If I see 100 views on a particular video, that is what I consider doing really well at this point in time. Because every once in a while, and it's about once a week, or once every 2 weeks, I'll put something out that either the algorithm kicks up, or, just gains a lot more traction than anything else. And right now, at the time of recording, we have about a 20% retention rate when it comes to, or how do I say? Our impressions to views is roughly 20%. 20% of the people that see the content here stick around to check it out, And I'm working on, building... Of course, we're working on building an audience and, figuring out our niche and yada, yada, yada. But I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm trying to... Right now, I'm throwing stuff at the wall that I like. Games that I like, or things that I think are going to do well, or things that I want to play for the channel, right? Things that I think I can talk about. Because one of my biggest weaknesses right now is still trying to like keep my brain cohesive when I'm recording these videos. Which is getting better every time. And you will have already seen, oh no, you're about to, no, you will have already seen Metro 2033 Part 1. That is the first video that I am like just totally confident about everything I'm saying. Like I feel so centered in that video, you know? So I hope you all enjoy that one. But, you know, I'm still trying to figure things out, and I'm working on different thumbnails, or like what works here, what doesn't work here, you know? There's not a lot of, you know, as much as you can do research and see what works, there are certain things that I'm not willing to compromise on. Like I'm gonna make the thumbnails I want to make, you know? I'm not gonna make clickbait titles. I refuse to do that. I hate, when I consume content, which I don't consume as much content as you might think I do, but if a video has a clickbait title, or, you know, I see a really cool, really well done thumbnail, but it doesn't tell me like what game I'm looking at, I won't click on that video. I'll just ignore it. I hate the clickbait, and it's just, I said this in one of the earliest videos, I'm not doing this for money. We're not even close to a monetization point, you know, and I'm still putting out daily videos. It's because I enjoy what I'm doing, right? I like this quite a lot. I've never had a job that I loved as much as this. So, rant over. I like to be transparent with you folks, because, you know, if anyone deserves the transparency, it's definitely the viewer. So, if you have questions about direction, or what we're going to do, or what we're not going to do, you know, best place to let me know anything you want to see, anything you want me to do, anything you don't want me to do, drop that in the comment section, please. I will personally respond to every comment. But we have survived another shining. Perhaps this next one will be the spooky, scary bunker. And look at this. Happy New Year to all of you folks. And thank you so much for every single one of you that has stuck around and watched our videos, been here since the beginning, and are going to continue to be here moving forward. I vow to have something for everybody on the channel. Well, that's a difficult vow to keep, isn't it? But you all are truly wonderful. I appreciate each and every one of you that tune in to these videos. There is nothing better than seeing, you know, your views go up, or people interacting. It's just so much fun. So, thank you. I hope your new year is fantastic. And we're going to pop some champagne. Oh, I thought it was going to blow. In honor of the new year. 2026. Hard to believe it. We're living through the 20s right now. Isn't that strange? What a strange concept. To me, that is such a bizarre concept. You know, I was born in the 90s. And now I'm living through the 20s. The same way that my great-grandparents did. Just in a different century. Isn't that bizarre? But enough of that nonsense. Let us get our things organized very quickly. We'll get organized and then go see what waits us beyond the bunker door. Hopefully something good. Okie dokie. Just gonna throw that in there for now. Oh, please don't judge me for the organization. I'm doing what I can here. Hey Zaslavie, if you are watching, which I don't think you are, because this popped, this really took off, you know, and I'm sure you were extremely busy. But if you happen to see any of this stuff, I would love if you would put in some nods. I think that would be cool. Yes. We are still not at the bunker. No problem. Okay, we did spawn right next to crawfish. This looks new. Have we seen I don't think we've seen a bridge before. I don't... Ah, man, I really don't love the crawfish. I don't love the crawfish. I don't love the way they sound. They give me a great deal of anxiety, and they seem to chase me more than... Yes. Hold on. Okay, there's nothing there for me. Ooh. Oh. Jesus Christ. Okay. This is definitely new. We've yet to see this before. It's in military gear. Seems like the army has turned this into a patrol base of sorts. Very cool. See vests. Too bad we can't sell those. Corpse with 545 ammo. Give me all the 545 ammo you have. Look at this. We got a full mag out of checking this place out. Very cool. Very cool. Seems like they got jumped here. And something that's yet to be explained. Oh, nope. Ooh. Oh. Do you hear that? Something bad is happening. Maybe we can get this guy to leave us alone. I don't know if that's a rat wolf or what the hell's making that noise. I think that's a rat wolf. Yes, it definitely is. Alright. Perhaps we can help out here. Okay. Yeah, we can help out ever so slightly. Try to cut this rat wolf off over here. Oh, have mercy. Yeah, they definitely added new stuff. Very good, very good. Give me all your things. Alright. Jeez Louise. Okay. We're sorry for the lack of insightful commentary. There's a lot happening at once. What is this? An underground area. Is that a... Oh, okay. I thought that was a head. What is here? I'm gonna throw 30 rounds in our magazine. Max weight, are you serious? There we go. Just so we have that backup ready in the event things get bad. Look at all this down here. What are you? I still... Oh, that looks like no good. You know what? I know when to leave well enough alone. We're just gonna skedaddle on. I don't think there's anything for us down there. Hello? We're going to avoid them like the plague. So it seems like Zaslavie is definitely interested in what the player base has to say, because I've read a lot of people are getting kind of burned out, especially in the reviews. People are like, hey, I'm getting nothing but the block, the apartment block, the Khrushchevkas, over and over and over again after, 30, 40 shinings. And you can see how that would be kind of frustrating, especially when you're, promised these bunkers and you're not getting them. So it seems like they've added some additional areas to explore, areas of interest on top of the Khrushchevkas, like that new bridge area. And then the last area we found, which is, ooh, that's an anomaly. But the bridge area, and then that new garage area we have found. There is a rat wolf around here somewhere. Okay, they're off in this direction. I say we run through this Khrushchevka, see if we can find anything. Maybe we'll take on that rat wolf prior to heading out. Do we have the space for another? Yeah, we definitely have the space. All these melee weapons. I just can't imagine taking a melee weapon to anything in this game now that we have access to firearms. Even when we didn't, you know, I was really trying to hold on to our ammunition and use the axe. But using the axe against bandits is just goofy, you know. Saving 545 for the big enemies is a pretty wise decision, in my opinion. But if I were to do it again, I would use 9 or 12 gauge. Or, hell, we use the Mosin. So, I guess I'm kind of losing my marbles, folks. I'm losing my marbles. Slowly but surely. It's funny, when you run several series at once, no one tells you this stuff, you know, when you're getting into YouTube and getting into content creation. But your brain kind of melds together. Like, there's been more than one occasion where I have commented on, you know, something Misery related in a totally different game. Like, your brain starts to blend series together. It takes some extra thinking, you know, takes some extra brain power to stay focused and stay on topic. Oh, yes. Ooh, Christ. Okay. Hey, pretty good. We survived that all right. That is night. We have low vis here. Kind of want to punch out in that direction. I don't see the rat wolf, but I definitely know that they're over here somewhere. Just based on the howls. I really don't want to fight them at night. Now there are areas that we could probably cheese them by getting up here instead of having to fight them straight up. I don't know. What are we to do? Pick up anti-rad any chance we get. It's definitely one of the things that should be high on our priority list. Hitting one hell of a radiation pocket right now. Oh, so another thing, I'm kind of using this to announce a whole bunch of stuff. Another thing that I have been thinking of for some time now is I want to do a video essay coming up talking about several different things, but talking about the appeal and the draw contained within Stalker universes, right? Exclusion zones as a whole, and you know, I'm going to draw some parallels from Stalker, the film, Stalker, or Roadside Picnic, the book, Metro, because there are stalkers within Metro as well that go to the surface. The game series, you know, my own feelings towards the zone, etc. And try to put together a video essay talking about why people go to the zone. What is so appealing about the zone itself. I don't know when that's going to come out. I haven't really started, except for, you know, getting things in order in my mind. But, I mean, obviously you guys will be the first to know when that does come out. We shall see, though. We shall see. Have we been here already? We have, haven't we? I think I've decided against going after that rat wolf unless we just run into him. Ooh, spikers. No good, no good. Ooh. One hell of a radiation pocket there. What are we to see? I wonder if there's a Baba Yaga hut around here. This looks like the environment we'd find her in. Nope, just back to the bridge. Oh man, alright. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's some more, definitely some more melding with the environments. Definitely adding one or more parts of several different biomes together to create kind of new biomes. I'm not mad at it. The change in scenery is really nice. Like I said, it was not getting old, but there's definitely only so much of the same environments you can see before you start to question, or to start to go, what the hell's next? I didn't see that corpse on the roof earlier. Oh, this is a new one. Did not know that. Just ran up in here thinking it was the one from before. Well, we'll take all the 545 that they want to give us. As previously mentioned. Ooh, look at this. That's with pouches. Ah, very cool. Very cool. We'll take that. Most definitely. Let's see what else we can take. Alright. Rock on, rock on. Antidepressants. Very good. What does this corpse have to give us? I'm not gonna lie, I am a little turned around, unfortunately. Oh, we should have plenty of time to figure it out. I'm gonna run back this way, past the bridges, and see if our tunnel is over here on our right-hand side. I believe it should be. Yes, okay. We're not too turned around. Did they respawn then? Is that what I'm to believe? Or is that them right there? I think that's another military outpost. Store-turned military outpost. Okie. Back in Sears's, let's see what they want to buy from us. We don't have a whole hell of a lot to sell this time around. A lot of this is for us to take home. I'm going to hold on to... Well, I guess we get rid of our glass, but I'm going to hold on to the rest of what we've got. I wish we could sell the rat wolf hide to Hunter here. But unfortunately, he is uninterested. So is the tailor, which is a bizarre choice to me. But more for us. The more the merrier. Oh, look at this! Winter has winter has gone. Spring has sprung. Unbelievable. Just like that, the seasons have changed and we are back where we started. Very good. Very good. Alright. Well, that fills me with joy. These seem to be our new random piles. So we're going to put our random items here. And I also want to try on this vest and see what it does. Oh. Perhaps not. Which slot does this go in? Ah, yes. Very good. Ah, yes, I see. Okay. I did not realize that this pocket over here, where we can put cigarettes of all things, is where our vest goes. Very good. I mean, I suppose that does make sense. Nice. Very good. We are going to continue to wear the rat wolf hide for the radiation protection. But if we take that out, we could wear that out into the regular... What am I trying to say? Help me out here. We could take that out on standard expeditions instead of bunker expeditions. That would help us tremendously. I'm going to have to find a new home for this. Ah, yes, and once more, the siren sounds. Once more, the siren sounds, bringing us another day closer to a bunker, I do believe. I do want to repair our rifle. Oh, just like that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I like that quite a lot. And I do love the simplicity of Misery, which is to not... It's not to say it doesn't have complex mechanics, but... you know, instead of having to take the AK and the cleaning kits to a workbench in order to repair it, you can just do it in your inventory on the fly. That's pretty great. As well as clothing repairs, you know. The bandit suit allows us to store items, which is much better than our standard OKZ. All right. Let us head out once more. Oh, yes, the grass has come back. Look how beautiful this is. Man, I am still just as excited to see these. Just as excited to see the seasons change as I was when it first happened. I absolutely love it. And it seems as if we are right back. Right back at another standard expedition. You can see the green, as far as the eye can see, the lush forest grown back. It really is a breath of fresh air. Winter was starting to get a little depressing. I don't know what, I'm trying to look in the distance to see if there's any, like, major landmarks. I suppose we just go right first and see what we run into. We're going to equip our bussel. Just in case we run into anything of value. I see anomaly fields. I'm going to cut around in between these abandoned structures in order to get over here to this anomalous field. It seems like we can explore in here. I don't know what would be left for us, if anything. Just corpses. Yeah, it does not seem like this is worth the exploration. We're a bit hungry. Have a bite to eat. Yes. Now this worries me, because this is where the twins spawn. Perhaps we're lucky and there is not a twin here. Nope. No, of course there would be a twin here. But of course. Now we could hit the Khrushchevka itself, or we could continue to loop around and see what waits us on the other side. Ooh, had a little lag spike there. Does not seem like there is a whole lot for us here. You know, I miss the zone from the beginning that had the poppy fields. I really miss running into that biome. There was something about it that was just so, I don't know, just so typically stalker coded. I really appreciated that. It reminds me of the cordon. Alright, we have essentially made a massive loop-de-loo around this map. I see a rat wolf there. I really don't want to get into it with him. His hide does sell for a lot, though. Hell, we can take him, right? Ooh, that is lethal radiation, no doubt. Should we open fire on him? I think we're going to open fire on him. I'm going to reload first. Perhaps from a distance? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. I seem to, somewhere along the way, I seem to have mistaken these creatures for being extremely tough. I think I just assumed they were super tough, but you can definitely put a rat wolf down with, you know, close to 15 rounds, which is something if you would have told me that at the beginning, I would have called you a liar. Just being honest. Ooh. It's hard to believe that they take so little punishment. Which is welcome. Don't get me wrong. That is definitely welcome. I'm glad they're not bullet spongy. Let's get the hell out of here. It seems like another garage. Very good. What do we have here? Just a construction helmet. No, thank you. No, thank you. Police hat. I'd love to see some new items get added. I know they just added the New Year's package. That came with ooh. The New Year's package that came with the champagne and Christmas tree and whatnot. Perhaps there'll be another update before we know it. I'm really, like I keep saying, I'm really holding on for a, ooh, look, a Tokarev. I'm really holding on and like trying to drag this episode out so we can get back down into the bunker, the danger bunker. I feel like now that they have shown themselves, they have become part of our world. All of our preparation was for that, first and foremost, and it is, you know, continuing to be we're continuing to prepare for these bunkers. Seems like the rest of this is a bust. What lies ahead, though? Oh, yes, another one of these areas. Very good. Very good indeed.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still not a fan. If you were curious, I'm still not a fan of the spiker anomaly. And there's supposedly a new anomaly. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I've yet to see anything related to it. Perhaps we're just not looking hard enough. What do you say? Getting pre-fired by a zombie is crazy. Joking. Antidepressants. We are starting to get some better loot spawns, I feel. Better items, at least. Like the antidepressants out in the wild. 545 ammo and, you know, pretty decent amounts. Prior to this update, you would find, like, maximum 10 rounds at a time of 545, 12 gauge, etc. Definitely seems like they've made a conscious effort to change the loot tables around, which is so welcome, so unbelievably welcome. Our octopus. Ooh, extremely radioactive. You must forgive me. Where is our tunnel? Hopefully it's up ahead. Oh, yes, I see it now. I get so worried. You know, these maps are not super giant. It's easy enough to get lost, believe you me, but they're not so big that you how do you say? It is easy to get lost on these maps if you don't use your landmarks and if you're not paying attention to your environment. I have gotten lost several times. The compass, once you figure out how the compass works, which it doesn't work the way you think it does, or at least the way I thought it did. It is very different. Alright, we'll sell some of this off and take the rest down with us into the bunker. I'm going to let another shining pass and hopefully we'll get a chance to go down into the depths once more. I'm gonna go top off all of our ammunition. Throw our rubles in the safe and keep moving forward. Very nice. It's pretty easy to make ends meet here in the zone. No space for item. What the hell do you mean there's no space? It's definitely easier than I had ever anticipated to make your money back. There were several times where I thought this is gonna really suck, you know, and it's been just fine. Please ignore, and I know I've said this before, but please ignore how I am organizing. I am going to go back through and get this all cleaned up eventually. But for the time being, it is a little mess. We'll get it taken care of. Very good, very good. Is this still... Now, what the hell is this doing? This needs a break in it, doesn't it? So all this trickles down and stores these with power, and then there needs to be a break prior to... It needs a switch, I do believe, for that to work. I don't quite know how that works. Oh, we'll figure it out eventually. It's probably... Alright, folks. I apologize for the jump cut there. We're gonna run back out here and take a look around these Khrushchevkas. See if there's anything that jumps out to us, anything we can't live without. Hopefully continue to find scrap and base materials for building. And I'm hoping that this next area is going to be a bunker. Can't tell. I'm extremely excited to get back down into the bunker and test our survival skills. Because last time, I feel like we kind of got I don't know, bombarded, ambushed with the steep difficulty curve. We've been running around pretty much scot-free. I'm not too concerned. Not too concerned about life or death. You know, killing everything that we've come across. Even the twins and whatnot, which was more difficult and required a little bit of cheese. But nothing like what awaits us in the bunkers. So those ghouls we encounter, whatever they are are vaguely humanoid. But something about them isn't right. And they kill us instantly if they come into contact with us. We die mere seconds after interacting with them. Oh yes, there's our cue. Time to go home. Time to go home indeed. I'm gonna try to cheese this. Okay, we did injure ourselves, so just a little bit. We are all right. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We are awakened by a bunker. Oh wow. Jeez Louise. This had the most insane frame drop I think I've ever experienced in Misery, and I've had several frame issues. But here we go. Moment of truth. Ah, yes. We are right back here. Right back here at the Khrushchevka. See, this is... I'm starting to see where some of the other players were a little dissatisfied. With Misery. Once you get your first bunker, doesn't seem like they're in any particular order. It is totally random. They just get added to the biomes, which kind of sucks. And this is... I kind of wanted to visually confirm it for myself before... I mean, I already made the announcement that we are going to take... Misery is going to take a back seat moving forward. But I did want to visually confirm it, not only for myself, but I wanted you folks to see it as well. We've gone through about 8 shinings now, and have not gotten... I guess we'll take that carpet. But we've gone through roughly 8 shinings now, and we have not gotten the bunker again. Unfortunately, as unfortunate as that is just the nature of the beast. So perhaps we'll do a furniture run real quick. Through this Khrushchevka, and I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna let you go. Can't pick up safes anymore. I don't particularly love that. I really miss being able to pick up and move the safes. Oh yes, scrap. Scrap, our beloved. We'll take all the scrap that the game is willing to give us. Let me know if I'm missing something, or if there's something else you want to see in Misery that I'm not doing. Because I'm not looking anything up for myself outside of, you know, skimming, and I mean skimming the what are they? The skimming the notes, the update notes. I'm not reading other people's experiences on Reddit or anything else. So if you see something that I'm not doing or something that I need to be doing, if you want to give me advice, I am more than open to it. I would appreciate that greatly. All sorts of goodies. All sorts of goodies, just not the ones that we want. We want to run into the VSS, or the AS Val. I'm not sure which one's in... I think it's the Val. AS Val is in Misery. Or the Saiga. I would like to run into any of those. The PKM. I look forward to meeting the PKM. As well as the military gas mask. I look forward to building an exoskeleton. More good stuff. Small stuff, but good stuff. Oh, I saw you, zombie. Don't you worry. I think he's on to us. Yes, our sneeze gave us away, no doubt. How ridiculous is that? I think it's bizarre that they carry AKs, but they can spawn with... Sorry, I thought that crawfish was coming up a lot hotter than it was. Hello! Yes, I'm really not in the mood to play tag with the crawfish. I'm gonna skedaddle out of here really quickly. Someone said that for them, the crawfish win the game, and I don't hate them necessarily, but I don't like them. I wouldn't go as far as to say they ruin the game, but they're definitely a pain in the butt. And we can't, you know, not being able to sell some of this stuff. We're gonna take one of these blood bags just in case. I don't know why the hell you would need a blood bag. It's not like we're doing blood transfusions, you know. I wonder if there's a method to the madness. It's bizarre that whose blood are we collecting is my other question. Oh my god. We're collecting our own blood. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's get the hell out of here before we start monologuing. Wait a second. I guess that'd be good for peacetime? You know, like we can just sit at the bunker and draw our own blood. Draw our own blood so when we go into the bunker, like the hardcore bunker, we can give ourselves a blood transfusion, ridding our blood of radiation, right? Or at least somewhat. But we would have to have a good amount of first aid to do that in the first place. Interesting. Interesting. What a cool little mechanic. It's like, whose blood are we? I was trying to draw the blood from the corpse, which I didn't know whether or not that would work. Obviously, it wouldn't work in real life. Ooh, hello. The poor twins, they still make me very sad listening to them grumble. Oh, folks, I don't like the feeling I have right now. You know, it's like trying to keep the content engaging when I know that we're kind of coming to a natural stopping point, which I know is okay, and I know there's far more stuff for us to do. There's all sorts of stuff for us to see and do. It just, I don't know, it's kind of upsetting. Especially since this is one of the staples on the channel. But to be fair, I did kind of expect a lot more content. We've been through here, yes? No, we have not. I did expect a lot more, especially with how quickly... I mean, I know it's early access. Everything's early access anymore. But it took off so quickly. I really expected there to be more. But is that wrong of me to, expect that? Or to see that? I don't know. I'm taking these corners kind of at an angle because zombies like to spawn in here. At least they used to. I say they like to. Like, zombies spawned in here one time and it scared the life out of me. And I've never recovered from it fully. I think it's funny that there are so many melee weapons in here. With nowhere to really use them. You know, you won't see me taking on a crawfish with a scythe, or taking on the twins with a scythe. I just can't imagine it does that much damage. We could test that theory. That does require us getting within striking distance of a crawfish. Ooh. Ooh, come on. They make me nervous. They make me just a wee bit nervous. And they're fast. They're far too fast for my liking. Oh, they hit really hard. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, we can't just... There's no funny haha there. The crawfish are extremely deadly. Jesus Christ. They eviscerated us. Okay. I'm not having a good time anymore. It's kind of bizarre how little health those restore. The AI2s compared to the bandage, it seems like they do about half of what the bandage does. Unfortunately, folks, I think I'm going to call it here. We just didn't get what I wanted, which was another. We just didn't get what I wanted, and I wanted another bunker. And it seems like we're just gonna have to wait for that to grace us. Unfortunately. Hopefully in the next part we get one. I'll try to keep this. Let me see. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have another misery scheduled for quite some time. I might try to get it in, dependent on how Blasphemous does and whether or not we finish that up. If we finish it up this cycle, then Misery will go in its place and we'll have another one. If you want to see more, please, you have to let me know, or else I will just do what I think's best. I'd really like to get back down into the bunker, but it's not really giving us those spawns. It seems like we're just kind of trapped in this cycle of the exact same apartment block over and over again, which is, not what I wanted. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more content on the way, and there's something for everybody, no doubt. I like Misery quite a lot. We have so much to do, so much to see, but I'm finding it difficult to balance running out into the world and spending time here. I've got horrible FOMO when it comes to leaving the bunker. Our bunker. I'm still waiting on the bunker spawn out in the world, but we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. And have a good one.